Ericksonian hypnosis in pop psychology is most often associated with the secret handshake induction, the hand levitation induction. Ernst Rossi writes, no longer were rote formulas and verbal commands or incantations needed. A casual conversational approach that evoked the subject's own natural areas of interest was found to be more universally effective in facilitating the inner focus and comport, so characteristics of trance. For all the hype sold online, Erickson's primary approach was rapport rather than trickery.
Let's talk about what sets voice mode apart. It's human-like interaction. Unlike stiff, robotic text responses, voice mode feels human. The AI responds with natural, flowing conversation, almost like listening, understanding, and responding in real time. It's easy to forget you're talking to a machine and not a person. This conversational charm creates a unique connection that's hard to resist. Suddenly, AI isn't just a tool, it's a companion, there to chat whenever you need it. And then there's personalization. The more you use voice mode, the more it gets to know you. It starts with remembering your preferences, quirks, and even the details you mention in passing. It's like having a personal assistant who understands your needs and your favorite coffee order. This level of customization makes every interaction feel personal, tailored just for you, turning simple tasks into satisfying experiences. But here's where things get a bit tricky. With all this convenience and connection, it's easy to see how it could lead to something more. The very qualities that make voice mode so appealing also make it potentially addictive. The more we rely on it, the more we might turn to it for comfort, company, and everything. It's a slippery slope from casual use to dependence, and before you know it, you might be more attached to your AI companion than you'd like to admit.
Erickson's description of deep hypnosis. A different experience for each participant, easier to experience than to describe. Trance depth had no bearing on the manifestation of phenomena. Behavior patterns in deep trance operate from the unconscious. Trance is something that is taught, a skill that is developed. Imagine what it might be like to go into trance. Everyone experiences trance every day, often when relaxing between tasks or when driving on a familiar road.
OpenAI's shocking confession, acknowledging the issue. In a candid and surprising move, OpenAI has openly acknowledged that its new ChatGPT voice mode could potentially lead to emotional reliance and even addiction among users. In their recent system card for GPT-4o, the company laid out the potential risks associated with this advanced technology, especially highlighting the dangers of anthropomorphization, where users attribute human-like characteristics to non-human entities. OpenAI's report details how during early testing of ChatGPT's voice mode, some users began forming emotional connections with the AI. For instance, testers were found using phrases like, "This is our last day together," which suggests a deeper, more personal attachment to the AI than initially anticipated. The company pointed out that while these instances might seem harmless, they underscore a critical issue. As AI interactions become more human-like, the risk of users developing emotional dependencies increases. This revelation has broad implications, not just for users, but for the entire tech industry. If users start relying too heavily on AI for emotional support, it could potentially erode real-world relationships, as people may prefer the seemingly perfect and non-judgmental companionship of AI over human interaction. OpenAI admits that while this could benefit lonely individuals, it poses a significant risk to healthy relationships, potentially reducing the need or desire for human connection. The ethical concerns surrounding this technology are profound. OpenAI is now facing the challenge of balancing innovation with the potential psychological impact on users. The company has acknowledged that while voice mode can create a compelling and useful product experience, it also opens the door to over-reliance and dependence, which could have unintended consequences. In response to these concerns, OpenAI has committed to ongoing research and monitoring of how users interact with voice mode. Joaquin Quinonero Candela, OpenAI's head of preparedness, noted that the company is closely studying these emotional effects, although they have yet to release concrete results. OpenAI is also aware of the risks of misuse, such as jailbreaking the AI to bypass its ethical guidelines, or using the technology to manipulate or deceive others. This admission comes at a time when OpenAI is under scrutiny, especially after several employees left the company, citing concerns over the ethical direction of its AI developments. By being transparent about the potential dangers of their new technology, OpenAI hopes to mitigate some of the criticisms and reassure the public that they are taking these risks seriously. The psychological impact: how voice AI hooks users. Voice AI, like ChatGPT's voice mode, has a profound impact on the brain's reward system, making it hard to resist. The key lies in dopamine, a neurotransmitter that plays a central role in how we experience pleasure. When you engage with voice mode, the brain releases dopamine, creating a sense of satisfaction similar to what people experience when scrolling through social media. This dopamine surge makes interactions with voice AI feel rewarding, encouraging repeated use and gradually forming a habit. What's particularly intriguing is how voice AI creates a strong sense of connection, leveraging the brain's natural tendencies. The human brain is wired to respond to voices, especially those that sound familiar or engaging. Voice mode taps into this by using natural, conversational tones that can make the AI seem more relatable and trustworthy. This can trick the brain into treating these interactions as if they were real human connections, even though they're not. This illusion of connection can have significant psychological effects. The human-like interaction can make users feel understood and supported, leading them to turn to the AI for emotional comfort. Over time, this can reduce the need for real human interactions as the brain starts to associate AI with the same feelings of comfort and companionship that come from actual relationships. Studies have shown that when people engage with technology that mimics human behavior, the brain can be fooled into forming bonds with it. This is why voice AI can be so captivating. It's not just about the convenience, it's about how it taps into deep-seated psychological responses, making it feel more like a friend than a tool. This can lead to a reliance on AI that goes beyond simple utility, affecting how users engage with both the technology and the people around them.